Okay, so this one is coming from the subreddit Mother-in-Laws from Hell. It was posted 22 days ago. Mother-in-law from Hell is upset that she doesn't know my baby's name yet. My husband and I are expecting our first baby. This process has reinforced the lack of boundaries and empathy from my mother-in-law and even some of the other family members. We're keeping the baby's name a surprise. We're fibbing and saying we're still considering names. Mother-in-law is super upset that she doesn't know the name. She tries to get other relatives to ask on my behalf. She will also make it a topic of conversation that we're not telling people the name, as though that makes us sound like crazy people. Last week at a party, she announced, "I am referring to the baby as Voldemort because he's who shall not be named."
It's very cute, actually.
Fortunately, everyone at the party who heard this did not give a reaction, and the subject was quickly changed. She brought it up repeatedly that evening. She's very narcissistic. If we tell her to please stop, she'll do one of her usual ones like, say, "I guess I'm just the worst mother-in-law in the world," or "Stop being so dramatic, it's just a joke," or she'll figure out that it's bothering us and she'll do it even more. Out of everything she's done, this comment doesn't bother me so much, but what's the best way that I can handle this? My husband and I just give zero reaction and then we move on to different subjects. So how do I deal with my mother-in-law?
You know what's really awkward? I didn't think he was going to bring up my post on the first one around.
Oh, no. First one.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I thought this one was pretty good because we don't know what the name of your baby is yet, and you are keeping a surprise, which you have full rights to. But I just thought it was kind of funny because I kind of want to refer to your baby as "you now shall not be named."
Okay. The other day I got to use a Harry Potter quote on Chris, and I danced around like a Keebler elf for like ever because I was so excited.
It was maybe the happiest I've seen you ever.
Yeah. So I think that if you refer to our baby as Baltimore, I would love that.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I think she just hates her mother-in-law so much that she hates this.
It feels like there's a little bit of baggage going on before this.
I was going to say, I feel like the boundary issues thing definitely is probably not the first time that there's been boundary issues, but I will say from personal experience that things get really heightened when you're pregnant. I mean, your mom, because we've been together 7 years and I adore your mother and we've never had any conflict or issues. And then I wasn't eating... to say I wasn't eating well was an understatement in the first trimester.
Baby brought to you by Hershey and
McDonald's
French fries.
I think there's a reason his nickname is Small Fry.
Small Fry.
And Teresa, at one point, Chris's mom, we were in the car together and she even grabbed like my arm and like very adamantly was like, "You really need to make sure you're eating properly." And now she sends me articles on proper nutrients and texts me to make sure I'm getting my calcium. And so I really want, like, part of me is like, I want to be like, please fuck off. Like, I'm an adult and you're not my mother. But out of respect, like, she's just trying to come from respect. So I think there is some heightened emotions as a pregnant woman when people are trying to push some boundaries, especially if there's been boundary issues in the past.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's there is a couple of eating stories in the future here, and boundary pushing mother-in-law future in store for us in this episode. We're gonna try and do.
I think I have a boundary pushing sister more than I have a boundary pushing mother-in-law when it comes to the name of our baby.
Kat is very, very interested.
She is like gutted that we haven't told her, and still sending me name suggestions all the time. And like not only the suggestions, but her opinion on the suggestions.
Have you considered Noah? We have actually. Yeah, we did.
I think this would be really cute. But we're keeping it a surprise for everybody. Everybody will find out on the same day. So.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to not name him Voldemort, but just he who shall not be named.
It's cute.
I like that. It's cute. Like, I think under certain circumstances, that could be hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's just who said it, I think, is what's angering her the most. Like, if our best friend came up with that, it probably would have been funny.
Yeah.
But because she doesn't already like mother-in-law, then it's like, no, this is not good. But we do have I have a naming story in the future of this episode.
So do I.
I thought you were going to say you have a name suggestion.
No. I love James. I like
literally
James.
said on the ride
I was
home.
talking on the ride over.
James just so that we all are on the same page, James is vetoed.
I'm so sad because
darn.
Yeah, one of my best friends from like air cadets in college and everything like that. His first son is a year old.
Yeah, he's 6 months.
Well, yeah, so he will be a year when Small Fry arrives, and I can't copy his
completely
homework.
understandable.
So,
It's just the more I was thinking of it, I was like, I was even thinking of Harry Potter because Harry's dad was James, right?
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I thought of my story, then that's when I thought of James again, and I was like, oh, there's nobody in our family that's James.
I know.
Like we haven't had anybody in our family that's James, so I'm like, yeah, James could be a good one. I hope they go with that.
It was my first pick, and it's back on the table if we have another boy.
Jacob.
Okay.
Just came to my head. I don't know. Okay.
No names.
Jonathan.
Guess that was Jay. Jason. Okay.
Chris likes Jason, actually. Chris tried to put Jason on the table early on. Anyway.
Yeah, that got smashed.
This is going to turn into a baby naming podcast real fast.
Yeah, we're gonna move along. I have a gift for both of you. So for all our followers who are on Spotify, make sure you guys check us out on YouTube and check out this video on YouTube so you can see what these gifts are. Are you ready? Are you excited?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice plug.
This one's for you.
Ooh, watch the dog.
This one's for you. Oh, forgot he was there. Chris's
Poor
knee was
Fred.
rocking
Actually,
Fred.
the name on this present is Denver Couture.
Yes, because it got shipped to me. Since this is not like a birthday gift, I didn't have to wrap it.
Are we going one at a time?
Sure, let's go,
do
Chris.
one at a time.
Okay, here we go. Black t-shirt, of which
World's okayest dad.
we can obviously tell I'm a big fan already. Cool Dads Club. Small in the front, big on the back.
That's so
Thanks,
funny.
dude. This hopefully I can live up to the high expectations.
Oh, you got this.
Because yeah,
You're
I would like
You're
to be
a cool dog
That'd
dad.
be good.
You've seen those like model airplanes, the RC airplanes?
Mm-hmm.
We strap them in that when they're young.
No, we don't.
I've had
Little
a few buddies that have had those, and they crash them right away.
Yeah, put a self-deploying parachute on it.
They'll spend like literally like a month and a half trying to build this
Like
thing, and
10
they're like,
grand.
"Oh, it's like and they're expensive too with the servos." And they'll paint them all up and everything like that. And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna do a loop." Bang!
That's what I did with Dad.
Smashed.
Yeah.
Dad brought his down to my house, our house, and we went out to the park, and within 40 seconds I crashed into a tree about like 60 feet up, and we could never get it ever again. Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to match yours, but it's one step above.
Oh, it's a sweater.
In my boy mom era.
Yeah. I got that a while ago.
This is so cute. I love that it's blue. It is quite large though, Denver, I will say that.
Well, you're
What are you trying to say, Denver?
She's kind of large.
You have nonstop called me robust.
I thought I was complimenting you.
The first thing Denver said when she saw Madison today was, "You are big."
No, he said you're getting very round.
You're getting
It
very
was
round.
descriptive in my bigness.
Is your belly
It's
is
a
getting
fact.
round?
This is meant to go over the bump, I guess. Then
Just meant to wear and be like a
Okay.
baggy at-home shirt,
I-
just like a casual. You need to throw something on. You don't care what you're wearing
I do really like it.
because you're entering your boy mom era.
I like my boy mom era. Yeah, and we'll see if there's two.
I'm still waiting for all my uncle gear.
Why are you looking at me?
Who's else gonna buy it for me?
I'm my aunt gear.
All right,
After you babysit and change your dirty diaper, then I'll get you guys gear.
there we
Yeah,
go.
we'll
Fair enough.
There we
we'll
go.
get you some embroidered
We passed those milestones.
gear. Yeah, swag.
All right. I hope you guys enjoy your gifts.
Thank you.
I remember
that was
like
very kind.
when you guys first started dating, I asked to get you something, and Madison says he loves T-shirts that have funny writing on them.
Yeah,
Literally
your first
all he
Christmas.
wears is
I was like, black
printed-
t-shirts from the internet. I'm a big fan.
printed t-shirts. And
I have less of them now, but yeah, when we started dating, that was very, very heavy in the rotation.
he has more adult clothing now.